Boy. All I can say is nephew out there showing out. I don't know about your nephew, but that one been out there showing out today. And I need y'all to gather in. Because the fun has begun. Because there's a young man out there named Shedeur Sanders out there showing what he's worth. Out there completely dominating. Now that we got the pads on. The pads are on. The live bullets are really flying. It might not be no tackling, but it shows some hitting going on. It shows some doggone passing of the phone. There's some things taking place in this here area. And it's popping. I'm sending this text out, but Sharon Bandit is in the building. You know what I'm saying? Brock is in the building. All I'm saying is, nephew out there showing, he ain't even showing out. He just doing what he always do. Completing passes and doing the doggone thing. You know, I put out a video this morning, and to sum up last week's activities, and for those few of you that watched it, understand that Shedeur is really taking over this quarterback battle. Now, I done told y'all, year 2, it just get different. I told you, year 2 in Jackson was when you saw it. Year 2 in Colorado was different. What you think year 2 in Cleveland is gonna be? It's gonna be that thing. And Shedeur out here dropping dimes. He had the mic drop to end, just to end the practice off. He out there just, he just out there throwing Gage Lavadan type. It's getting to a point where Coach Monken in a minute is gonna have to say, yeah, Deshaun, Jimmy and D gonna have to walk in and say, yeah, Deshaun, you know, I know we made you a promise or two, and we said that we would help you get your career back on track. But the way Shedeur out here throwing this thing, we just gotta go with the young guy and keep it popping. Just to be honest, you know what I'm saying? Shedeur is out here doing what he has always done. You know, and you see it. It ain't different. It ain't new. But look how the team responds to what he does. This is the second team. Because you see all the first team players on the side. There go Isaiah Bond. There go Jerry Judy. You know. It's the first team, but this is what you want. This is how you know this is what they want. When you doing stuff like this, and everybody is in anticipation of you doing that. and the entire team rushes the sideline because you did that at the end of a practice. But that ain't just what he been doing. He been out there just throwing deep balls to everybody can get it. You know, it's just throw the thing out there and go get it. KC Concepcion, deep, down the field, touchdown. Where G. Bush at? Touchdown Browns! But when your second-year quarterback is taking over your team and doing things in a dynamic fashion, you know, it ain't like these things that we wasn't here to witness. You get to witness them. When you just dropping dimes everywhere you go, it's just different. That boy there say, Coach, I'm trying to get on the squad. I know we ain't got but a few receiving slots left, but I want one of them slots because that's not just a back shoulder dime from Shedeur. That's a receiver determined to make that catch. He caught that on that man's back. He caught it on his back. He like, give me the ball, coach. Trust me over here. But nephew out there just out there sexy with it. Just absolutely eating this process up. And it ain't just that. It's Shedeur manipulating and doing the things in multitudes of fashions. Just like here, you can see it. He can move around in the pocket. And then you hit KC, throw a perfect strike to not only where your receiver can catch the ball and get down, but you don't get your receiver blown up in the process. That's protecting your assets. And this is just Shedeur just out here showing out today. They was all saying, just wait till the pads get on. Just wait till next week when you got the rush. Yeah, but what happened to all that moving around in the pocket? Ain't none of that. Ain't no dropping back 10 to 15 yards. Just watch him. Step back in the pocket, set your feet, scoop up, throw it. Bam. Dot. Dime. On time. Perfect placement. Catch the ball, get down so you don't get killed. Avoids the rush, steps up, release. Boom. That's what we doing. This is how you make, this is how you determine your, see, for those who don't understand football, that play is designed to roll out to his right a little bit. Stop, set, avoid the rush, step up, dot. Deshaun Watson ain't doing none of that. Because I told y'all, Deshaun Watson might not, he got the athletic ability, but Deshaun Watson has never been a decisive quarterback in that manner. Deshaun Watson does not know how to operate in chaos. But when you got a young quarterback that's doing this, making the right decision, making the right play, and putting the ball in the right place where your receiver is safe, not in harm's way, not getting his head blown off, then it is not looking good for Deshaun Watson. But then you got him just deep. That's just a dot. And somebody, I bet you $20 to a bucket, a boo-boo, the first person who gonna say something about this pass will be Zach Jackson. You want to know why? Because it wasn't over his shoulder, and he had to slow down a little bit to get the ball. That's gonna be his complaint about this pass. But that's when timing comes in. That's when these practices are for. Shedeur put that ball where it could be caught, and it was caught. Everything is not perfect, and that's been the biggest problem with the Cleveland media. They want all the passes to be perfect. They want everything to be dots. They don't want no receivers dropping no balls. This is football. This ain't God bless the child, and don't nobody make no mistakes. That's the purpose of practice. They ain't completely in tune. He don't know how fast that guy is really running. He don't know his speed. He don't know how fast he can get there. But he was in front of everybody. He did blow everybody out. But Shedeur is just out here killing the game. I mean, Shedeur is just out here dropping bombs on people's heads. What is Deshaun Watson gonna do? You know what I'm saying? What is Deshaun Watson gonna do? Now, it's just the fact that you gotta get better, and Shedeur is getting better. You know, and we have a few miscues, and we have the defense stepping up and doing their job. Just like this pass breakup right here from the rookie. That's what you want. He laid out to get that ball. It wasn't like the ball wasn't there, but he laid out to get it. And the receiver was a little lazy. All I'm saying is, you right, 304. 304 say Sanders QB1, argue with your mama. That's what I tell them all the time. Argue with your mama. Yeah, ain't no ifs, ands, and buts about who is dominating this process. Shedeur has had a great day every day this week. Every day in practice, Shedeur has just been heads and shoulders above everybody else. You know what I'm saying? He's just been throwing dots, and we got him from all kind of angles. You know, that's a dot to KC. And I heard Dylan was out there throwing up a little heat. He was doing a few things. We gonna go look at Dylan. We gonna see what Dylan did for the day. But right now we on Shedeur. Cause Shedeur's out here just balling. And all I know is, while we still having the competition, because it seems to me, you know, your boy Deshaun is not in the mix. You know, when you got the NFL out here retweeting plays from Daniel Owafusi, you know, the NFL retweeted this guy. You know, the NFL say, hey, Shedeur ain't out here playing. He out here throwing it up. Deshaun better get his game up. Is all we know. Because all we see all over Shedeur's tape is things like this. And it's not just today. It was all last week. And this is just day one of pads. Shedeur said he came to change the culture And that he is definitely doing. All the Rudy Poop butts are in the night. Boy, look here. The Rudy Poops is out here. They mad right now. They can be mad. They can be upset. But long as he keep dropping these dimes, long as he keep throwing these, oh my God, what they gonna do? I told you, by the end of the week, Coach Monken and Andrew Berry and Jimmy and D Haslam, they might be having that talk with Deshaun. Be like, yeah, Deshaun, we know that we told you that we said that we was going to give you the opportunity to restore your career and be able to showcase your talent, but we gonna have to just go with the young fella because he just out here throwing he out here throwing dots. And we done paid you $230 million, so ain't no hard feelings. It ain't like, and we still owe you money, and you gonna be getting money for the next 2-3 years from us, so it ain't no hard feelings. But as a team, we gotta win. And the best way for us to do that, we gotta play a young boy. Quarterback tracker out. Ooh, can we go? Y'all wanna go get? We going to go get the quarterback tracker. We going to get the QB tracker. The tracker is out. What does the tracker say? Talk to me, tracker. Let me go to ESPN Cleveland in these not the TikTok streets. These doggone Twitter streets. In these Twitter streets. The QB tracker has been located, ladies and gentlemen. What's up, Tyra? In trust, say the Browns can't sell the fans on Deshaun. He will get booed. So even if he starts the first 2 games, Shedeur will take over by the first home game. He might not even make it to the first game, dog. What is it? I'm live. What is it? Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, the QB tracker. Damn, Deshaun got a lot of attempts today, and he still sucked. Shedeur was 50-50. Deshaun was 50-50. Well, Deshaun was a little bit, he was 50.2. Shedeur was 8 of 16, 2 touchdowns. Deshaun Watson was 13 of 25. Lil Dylan was 7 of 12, and Taylor Green was 3 of 4. Why was Shedeur's attempt so low today? He didn't even get over 20. They must have did a lot of running plays. Jerry dropped 5 passes at Watson. They really think we just doing all this and we don't think Shedeur is Himothy. If you really know ball, it's easy to see Shedeur is special. That is true. Jerry dropped 5 passes at Watson, boy. Wait, 2, the only one with touchdowns. Oh yeah, Tyra. He the only one dropping dimes. He dropping dimes. You know, he ain't out here throwing baby bullets. He out here dropping dimes. You know, he out here dropping dimes. Let's see, they had that boy on the screen. They had that boy, old Twizel, on the screen. We gonna see what he had to say, you know.
Feels like you and Shedeur have had some connections early in this camp. What do you think, I guess, that connection, that chemistry? I think that just comes in trust. I believe I got trust with all the quarterbacks. We've been connecting on a lot of different plays. But yeah, I think it just comes down to trust. It comes down to a mentality of like, that's my ball. I think that's what it comes down to. I do have that height advantage that I can abuse when I can, but at the same time, I think it comes down to a mentality of I'm gonna go get it. I don't have any doubts just because I come into everything I do very confident. I try to be confident in everything I do.
Oh yeah, they trust you because they know you ain't got slippery hands like Jerry Judy. You ain't dropping the ball.
I think that just comes in trust. I believe I got
they
trust.
Saying
along a lot of different plays.
Really had 3 touchdowns today.
It comes down to a mentality.
Seen 2 different press members say this.
I think that's what it comes down to.
Well, if he had 3, then he had 3. But it don't matter. When you out here doing this, it don't. When you out here doing this on a daily basis, all the time, and your 10-year veteran is out there looking sloppy, like he don't know what he's doing, like he don't know where to go with the ball, and your second-year player is out here dropping dimes. See, that's anticipation play. If you see where Shedeur releases this ball, you know what I'm saying? Watch where Shedeur releases the ball. We gonna get into it since we here. Here go the play. He throw the ball right there. You see, they tied up. They side by side. But in football, if the cornerback is even with the wide receiver, what do we say? If we even, I'm leaving. And if we even, we leaving. Yeah. Drop the dime. We drop the dime. That's all I'm saying. See, that's anticipation. He threw the ball before he was in front of it. That's trust. That's anticipation that, yeah, I know you gonna beat him. Here you go. Go get it. Now, touchdown. Dime. All the time. All those attempts by Watson with no touchdown. Because Watson don't know how to operate in chaos. 2 in Boston playing bully ball. Yeah, they just acting up. You know what I'm saying? Jab. Long time no see. I seen you been hanging out in G. Bush chats, and all that, but I ain't been live streaming as much anyway, so welcome back. Long time no see. Man, y'all know Jerry Judy can't he just slimy like that. Y'all need to stop. Shedeur is him. There ain't no doubt, bro. See, but what you I don't want to hear nothing say is even no more. You don't want to hear nobody. Oh, they gonna say it's even. You been on that road? Oh yeah, I be rolling. I ain't getting on the road today. I'm off today. I'm saying right here. That's why we live, cause I ain't going nowhere. So I said, let's turn this thing on and turn it up and watch Shedeur just drop these dimes. Cause he is dropping dimes. He out there shining hard. I'm talking about just doing the doggone. Man, look here, man. Hold on, we not done. We just. Nephew is just out here. He just out here showing out. But it ain't the fact that it's the touchdown. It's the reaction of the entire team after the touchdown. Look at that. Watch the sideline. It just empties out. The whole sideline. Everybody. Time to go. We going to celebrate. Except for Green. Look at Watson over there looking. You see Watson to your far right on the first start of this video. And he probably like, damn, I need to be able to do that. Look at Deshaun over there. Like, damn, this boy out here just dropping them off. And why I ain't dropping them off like that? Deshaun, you ain't him. You gotta be him to drop that. You gotta be him to get that reaction. And that is what's gonna determine how you get your starting position. Because look at how the team responds when it's all said and done. The whole freaking sideline empties. What's up, Sheriff? The whole sideline empties. Craig's in the building. You know what I'm saying? The whole team reacts. Now, remember, Coach said players will decide. Exactly. And look who it is. What's up, boy? All I'm saying is the team reacts differently when Shedeur drops him off. The whole sideline is. Even the defense on the other side of the field got their hands up like, hey, man, this boy over here dropping people off. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like, it ain't like Shedeur ain't that guy. You know, the crowd loves him, the kids love him. Let's see it from where Daniel Ofusi was sitting. Oh, that's that other dime. That's that other dime. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like he just threw one dime today. He threw a bunch of them. All his passes were dimes. What's up, Jab? Don't do me like that, Snacks. Didn't Shedeur say it comes down to trust? Once a QB trusts his receivers, everything starts to fall into place. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's just a wrap. You know what I'm saying? And he been throwing dots like that all day. This is Spencer German's view of that dot. It's just different when that's the whole sideline. Practice is over, but they not going in the building. They going to celebrate that pass and that touchdown and that dot. How the heck did Shedeur drop the ball in there like this? The boy good. That boy good. That boy good. That's all I'm saying. Look at these boys. That's what you call a team celebration. That's what you call everybody showing some love. You know, Shedeur was just throwing dots. Ask Daniel Ofusi. Shedeur was throwing dots. At this point, we just in day one of pads. And this is what you see in Jab. This is what you see. But your 10-year veteran quarterback has none of these highlights. None of that. The squad is just better when he's there. The team reacts better to him. Mind you that this is second string, but you throwing the KC Conception. People haven't, let me tell y'all something. Y'all ain't paid that no attention yet. When Shedeur is on second team, KC Concepcion is on second team. Denzel Boston is on second team. When he on first team, they on the first team too. So that's telling you what coach is thinking when he's making these things. That's telling you what he's showing you about his team. His rookie receivers are getting comfortable with Shedeur, not that other boy. We say the Browns might be 14-3. Ooh, they do that with Shedeur. Boy, don't get these people started. Don't too many quarterbacks can do that. To show our nephew, no. I'm not sure about 14-3, but I do see the team winning 7 for sure. I gave him 9-10. It's gonna be funny to see the media say, I guess he really was a first round pick when he started balling this season. Yeah, now that's gonna be absolutely hilarious. This week, after today, the narrative will completely go away. The Cleveland media will jump completely to Shedeur Sanders' side. All the way. All of them. Except for Zach Jackson and that other funny looking boy. They lost soon as they bet against a bunch of black women. The CU1Ts might have, they don't know. Let them loose! The CU1Ts was in the building this weekend. You know what I'm saying? They was definitely out there Saturday doing the doggone thing. 7 games. That's low and out of touch. Yeah, Shedeur is eating up these prices jabs. Shedeur is out there clowning. 8 games, and all that top quarterback draft goes out the window. I would say she got him at 10. Nah, they gonna say everyone knew he was talented. Nah, we ain't gonna let them get away with that. We is not letting them backtrack. Oh, SL he on the record for saying they going 12-5. Somebody write it down. He say 12-5. It's the NFL. So 7 games is a realistic number considering the offensive line is all new and needs time to gel. Now that's a true statement. That's a true statement. Now we got a new offensive line, and it's gonna take them a minute to get it together. But while they getting it together, if they can maintain the level of consistency with the running game and the passing game and allow the offensive line to catch completely up, and they can go opening the season 2-2, and by game 5 the offensive line should be where it needs to be, then that's a whole different story. O.C. Tillman, it's just starting. Just wait. Deshaun Watson can't sit down. He can go sit down somewhere. You can go sit that ass down. Like my auntie used to get, you can go sit your ass down somewhere. Go sit down somewhere, little boy. 12-5 with a chance of going. Now, see, hold on, Anthony. Now, see, you getting a little bit overzealous with the 12-5 to go to the Super Bowl. See, we don't start the Super Bowl talking. Man, this was just playoffs. Just start out there. They can't tell me nothing. 14 and yeah. 14? Ooh. Ooh, y'all feeling it today. 14. Oh, boy. 14. Do you think anyone will admit Browns got a first round pick at a discount without admitting collusion? That's what they gonna try to say. That's what they gonna try to say. But we gonna always admit, we gonna always put it out there that we know what y'all did. We saw it. We witnessed it. Coaching and Shedeur will make a difference. I told y'all, Monken might not be what Cleveland wanted, but he is damn sure what they need. Now RG3 tweeted, the Browns legitimately need to consider giving Shedeur Sanders the starting job. And G. Bush is just out there with them people. You know what I'm saying? Now, Cameron Justice gives us a different view of that play, of that boy catching that ball on that boy back. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be funny to see to me to say, I guess we read, no, man. Look at that. Tyron Wallace like, Coach, you brought me over here from Baltimore for a reason. I came to do this right here. You know what I'm saying? If they go 12-5, they gonna suspend your Twitter chat. That's why I had to recreate a new Twitter. Y'all can go follow me on Twitter now. It is not Big Snacks no more. It is The Real Snacks on Twitter, if you don't know. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know, you can go follow my Twitter account on Twitter, if you don't mind, so y'all can see it. Y'all see what it is. I'm back. I'm back in the game. Your boy is back in business. So you can go follow my Twitter account on the tweets so we can get back in business at The Real Snacks. Because your boy is back. I got to rebrand all of this crap and do it all over again just to put my little Twitter account up there. But it is what it is. We shall do what we shall do to keep the party started. Now, back to one Shedeur Sanders. You know what I'm saying? While Shedeur is out here doing the doggone thing, and everybody don't understand that the dart that Shedeur threw to Gage Larvin is just that. The dart that he threw to KC Concepcion is just that, a dart. But when let's just watch them, because they tripping. Watch it with sound. We got a chant where the hood at when Shedeur throws at the J. You hear that? You hear that reaction? You see that reaction? That is everybody. Shedeur told them that. I'm who they been looking for. Jab got a dream I can't hate. Hey, I hope she right too, because I'm going to win a lot of money. They might have been frying chicken all summer, but now they got real action. Yeah. I will say they make the playoffs at 11-6. We'll take 11-6. 11-6? Oh, yeah. 12-5 is better, but 11-6, yeah, you can do that. Say it again, OC. He did the same thing in Jackson, Mississippi, his second year. I keep trying to tell him that Shedeur in year 2 is a whole different ball game. But ain't nobody listening to me. I'm just a dumbass. I don't know what I'm talking about. But I keep trying to tell him. I'm a Cowboy fan forever. Me too, Anthony. You freedom boys. And as every year, this year is our year. But I'm a 2 in a real way. Yeah. Shedeur is that boy, for sure. We saw it in broad daylight. Look at me. The Cleveland media finna lose their mind. Fam, we will not be apologetic for knowing the true football pedigree of nephew. 10 wins is the flow. Super Bowl is the ceiling. Doggone it, Kenny. You right, my boy. You. Quarterback one. Our boy got robbed one. Yeah, we know. He was a top first round pick. You know, they tried the humble game. They tried the punishment game. They tried all the games. But right now, we in the hunger game. And Shedeur showing out. Never seen Janky get the ball like Wallace or other rookies. Then you see Janky just give the ball away on Saturday. Just give it to the man. You take it. I don't want it. You know, that's what he been doing. He just been giving passes away. Okay, family, gotta go attend these ribs. You got some ribs on, boy. Let me get some of him. Your boy gonna need. Now give me my money. From Trinity Christian to now, nephew could always throw. Man, look at me. That man was the most accurate quarterback in college and will come in the NFL and show them what he is. Jealous Judas does not have the heart of a winner or fighter. He don't want it that much. Now, that might be true. Jerry Judy's best days was at Alabama. I'm a lifelong Cowboy fan, also a brother Shedeur fan. Greg, I'm telling you, dog. Ain't nothing wrong with being a Cowboy fan. That's me. I'm a true Cowboy fan. I'm a Shedeur fan also, but I'm a Cowboy fan. And every year is our year. As long as Cleveland's been bad, we've been bad. But at least we've smelled the playoffs. We've been there. We ain't had all these losing seasons, but we still ain't done that since the 90s. You know, we suck like they suck, but we don't live in all the bad shit that happens. We still celebrate the good that has happened. And we still live off of all the good stuff that has happened to us as Cowboy fans. You know, we not crying because Dak keeps screwing up in the doggone. Dak killing us, boy. I'm just saying. Dak ain't doing your boy no good. You know what I'm saying? Dak is hurting your boy. And we don't know what to do with that. Roll Tide goal line. Oh, you see the A back there. You see it. You see the A, and that ain't no Atlanta A. Ain't but one script A that matters. And that's that one. Right there. Wait a minute, where we at? That one. That one. That one right there behind my head. This one. Right here. Ain't but one script A that matters. Jerry's problem is, like what Shedeur said, you got to be right mentally, spiritually, physically, and Jerry ain't right. He got that jealousy in his heart and he's kicking his ass. Bless. Oh, I see it. I see it, Bless. I see it on you. I see it on you. They don't know what that, they don't understand that it ain't but one A that matters. And it ain't A-Town down. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to that football. Phaedra's in the building. Oh boy. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Block Smith. Here's the updated quarterback tracker through 5 days. Team drills only. Shedeur Sanders is 72 for 107. 6 touchdowns, 1 interception. Deshaun Watson is 71 for 115. 3 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. Dylan Gabriel is 40 of 58. Okay, Dylan out there climbing. 3 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Taylor Green is 17 for 21. Shedeur continues to lead in efficiency and touchdowns. Want to know why? Because he that boy. He just doing what he always do. Show up and show the hell out. See, Craig, I just live in Texas. We not doing that. Even though I got a few Longhorn shirts and sweaters, because I live in the city. You know, and sometimes you might have to move around a little different, depending on the areas you hanging out in. You know, but don't get it twisted. I got a whole lot of Alabama stuff in here. And it's for real. But, you know, and I was getting to something that I wanted to get to. Cause we need to get to it. I gotta switch my YouTube accounts so we can get to it. You know, gotta switch the YouTube up so we can get to where we need to be. You know what I'm saying? Shedeur's been out here dropping 9, but Monken had his daily press conference today. Those owners that pass grow, they in trouble. Boy, they in trouble. I was born and raised in Texas. I'm in Texas too. Jenkins is in the building. I'm in Texas, also from Texas. I'm in the Texas. I'm here, but you still see the A. The A is, boy, y'all. I wasn't born in Texas. I'm a Texas boy, but I wasn't born in Texas. I was born in Alabama. I'm an Alabama guy. My older sister graduated from Alabama with her law degree. I went to Arizona State. My wife went to Auburn. She retarded. My daughter goes to UT. My other daughter goes to UAB. My money is still spent in Texas and Alabama. Ain't no, you know, we pop it. Don't get it twisted. It's going down. Now, old Todd was on the mic earlier today, and we're going to get into that in a little bit, but we want to get back into some of these vibe aesthetics and talk about some stupidity that was going on. Because Shedeur has continuously shown these people who he is. He has continuously shown and continuously shows that he is better and more suited for this job than Deshaun Watson.
I've just never been more confident that starting quarterback for the Browns, in specific to the Deshaun thing.
Are you really? You're really that more confident?
Yeah.
Oh no, so as good of a day as he had and as bad of a day as Deshaun had, I still remain where I just can't confidently say I think Shedeur is going to win this battle, and it's not because of anything that Shedeur would have done.
I think Deshaun is playing his way out of the quarterback battle. Which,
I hope so.
Which to me is as good as Shedeur taking the quarterback battle.
I mean, we all kind of said that we thought it would go that way, where Deshaun would just basically not show anything, and then it'd be pick after pick after pick, and they wouldn't be able to justify it enough. It's just listening to Monken and some of the comments that he makes. I don't think this is the plan that they have.
I've just never been more confident that Shedeur is going to be the starting quarterback for the Browns.
Deshaun is working his way out of this quarterback competition. Even though he just stated that he might want to sign another contract with the Cleveland Browns. And I'm like, are y'all stupid or what? What we doing? Now, said tracker is out. Deshaun Watson, Shedeur Sanders, Dylan Gabriel. We just went over all these numbers. You know what I'm saying? Nothing wrong with being an Alabama guy. I got you, Craig. AFC North gonna be a battle. I don't think the AFC North is gonna be a battle. I really don't. Jenkins, all he needed was a full season. And like Shedeur said, it gets dangerous. And why Shady McCoy still trying to hate? we not dealing with Shady. What we doing, Snacks? Shouting out sets. Port Arthur, PA is in the building. 4-9 is in the house. Now back to work, Patriot. Do your job. They really pay these guys that don't know the game to talk. Yeah, they do. Shedeur gonna tell Judy, HNIC. Judy, tack this or get this foot up your ass. Roll Tide alumni, see you, auntie, and you rock with two. That's what I'm talking about, Bless. My sister, my older sister, is an alumni. She is now a DA. She got her law degree from Alabama. Oh, we don't play no games in this family. We don't play no game. But y'all saw the numbers. We went over the numbers, and we will go over them again. You know, but your boy Chase Daniels
shotgun
did
snap,
a
1, 2, 3, 4,
small
5,
little
hit.
breakdown of Shedeur.
That's not a hospital ball. That is a. All right, here's Shedeur, shotgun snap, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, hitch, ball. Throws a corner route, right? And he threw another corner route. It's a similar play, actually. So it's a tight end running a small dig route, and it's 80 running a deeper dig route. But here I want to watch Shedeur in the pocket because this is, 11 on 11. They have the center, and what happens with Shedeur is that once you get the ball right here, eyes down the middle of the field. So you have to see the safety.
They don't have
That's
the
exactly
choice.
what's happening. Are those the owners on the top deck too? That's pretty cool if it is. Just making sure everything's going right. And so when that happens, you see his plane set. The only thing I don't really like, see how low Shedeur is to the bottom of the area, and I don't really like the fact that he's so low. And when he's so low, you have to get a lot of extra oomph on the ball. You have to be able to drive the football to Wallace over that corner, who's the flat defender, between the safety of 28. You see all the defenders are like, oh, I mean, this is a dime because you can't lead the receiver.
Yes, we know, Chase.
Too
it's
far
a dot.
to the side.
We know it is a dot because that's all he been throwing. It's dots. Ravens, Bengals, Browns, Steelers. I got the Ravens. Hold on, fellas. You need to go hang out with her. See, you and Auntie Faye with that bull crap. And Auntie Faye don't think I heard that shot that she took at me about my Cowboys in her video the other day. I heard that shot. I just ain't fired back yet. But I will be firing back because the season's gonna start and shots will be fired. Everybody can get it once the season starts. all old Cleveland gonna talk about is they practically had the same amount of completion, so it's still even. Overlooking the 6 picks, 6 touchdowns, with 6 interceptions in their mixed up world. All I'm telling you is they gonna say it's still even. Because they have learned from Mary Kay jumping the gun earlier this season. When Mary Kay jumped out there, jumped off the porch like a big dog and said, "You gotta start Deshaun Watson. He is better than everybody. He gotta take all the first snaps." Now she looked like a complete dumbass. See, don't nobody want that smoke. Because we keep reminding them that Mary Kay, you said at the beginning of training camp in OTA that Deshaun Watson was the best quarterback in the room. Now Deshaun Watson look worse than Dylan Gay. What we do? Shedeur Sanders earned the starting job last year, hands down. On top of that, let's get 20 minutes of Josh Allen highlights. Do Josh Allen even have 20 minutes of highlights? Because believe it or not, Josh Allen is not as great as most people think he is. Josh Allen is lucky. Josh Allen's defense has saved him year after year after year. And that MVP he got belonged to Lamar Jackson, and punk ass writers didn't want to give it to him because they didn't want Lamar Jackson to get back-to-back MVPs and his third MVP. Now call me a lie. Tell me I'm lying. Cause I ain't. Larry. I'm putting the crow sandwiches together right now. And I'm leaving the beaks. You leaving the beaks in down, they get a little crunchy. Craig, they just want Mendoza to learn from Kirk. That was always the Raiders' plan. To respond to the lucky comment, people are lucky. Josh don't have 1 or 2 top-notch wide receivers, I'm just saying. He had them. They let him go, but he had them. Yeah, everybody lucky. Even when they played the Browns last year, they were supposed to lose that game. They were supposed to lose. Myles Garrett is out there getting busy. They got the lead, and the defense let them down. So, you know, we can give you some old Joshua highlights, but Mendoza might be a bust. How you the number 1 overall pick, Heisman Natty champ, and you don't start for the Raiders? I ain't gonna call him a bust yet, because as a number 1 pick, you still don't know the NFL. You still don't understand the speed of the NFL. You still don't understand all the things, the intricacies that go into the NFL. You got to learn the NFL. Them just throwing him out there, day one, yeah, he'll be a bust then because he gonna get slaughterhouse. But you let him sit behind Kirk, learn some things, learn how to travel, learn the speed of the game, learn what to do in different stadiums because every stadium is different, every stadium feels different. Get all those first feelings out the way, and then, hey, in a couple of weeks, go for it, my boy. About week 10, week 11, hey, you done had some time. Larry, I'm just messing with you. Shedeur Sanders earned that job, though. Yeah, he did. No, we having fun, Larry. Don't take it serious now. We just throwing things in the air. Mendoza will start at some point this season. Rookies don't have to start week 1. Yeah, he'll start at some point. The year Josh Allen was given MVP, Lamar was first team All-Pro at quarterback. Exactly, Kenneth. That was Lamar's MVP. Leave the beats on, Big Snack. Leave the beats on. Which beats, kid? Which beats, Keith? Cam Ward was day 1. Yeah. Cam was built for this. Why they keep saying Deshaun needs to start? Because the Browns owe him money. I beg to differ. Deshaun was fully guaranteed, paid already. They didn't learn last year. Flacco and Dillon were not it. Word, Cam was day 1. How did Drew Bledsoe lose his job to Tom Brady? He got hurt. Drew Bledsoe got hurt, and he never seen the field again. At least not in New England. Same way Dillon got hurt, and he ain't seen the field again. Oops, my bad. See, how the hell I get out my own studio? I was back in the other room. I'm just talking and I click back on the screen and ain't nobody there. Where y'all went? Y'all done left me. I'm just in here tripping. I'm over here, I'm just talking my ass off. To who? Y'all, see, y'all acted up. Now y'all got me acted up. Y'all can't be doing me like that, fam. All I'm saying is, this is what we got going on. This is what's been taking place today. Shedeur Sanders has been out here dropping dimes. Just been throwing frozen ropes all over the place. He just been out here moving and grooving. And it's getting to that point. It's getting to that point. A couple more days like this, and we're going to have to sit down with Deshaun and discuss the future. Couple more days like this, and we're going to have to sit down with Deshaun and talk about how we move forward. We're going to have that talk. I'm going to need to see how comfortable you going to be with holding that clipboard, you know. Because at this point, oh boy, it gets dangerous. All I'm saying is, nephew out here throwing heaters. And I got them 10 jewels from Daza. I got them 10 jewels. Them jewels. Y'all don't know nothing about them jewels. Them jewels is all the bees need. It is advantageous of the Cleveland Browns in a couple more days. It's gonna be, if Shedeur continues on this path, it's going to be hard for the Cleveland Browns or the Cleveland media to say anything other than they need to stop this competition and give Shedeur the job. I know we ain't had first team, we ain't had preseason games or none of that, but if Shedeur is just outperforming a 10-year veteran like this on a daily basis, then what we doing? Why are we even doing it? What's the point of continuing to have a quarterback competition where the competition ain't close? And it's showing not to be close. The people are starting to see that it's not close. The team is going to have to come to the realization of, hey, Deshaun, I know we made plans, and I know we said that we would put forth the best effort to let you try to resurrect your career. But at this point, my guy, Shedeur is just out there. We got to go with Shedeur, man, because you don't look that good. You don't look like Deshaun Watson of 2020, half of 2019. You don't look to be the better athlete, the better quarterback, the better decision maker. And at some point, Cleveland gonna have to have that talk, because we know that something took place for Deshaun to come back and be taking first team reps. Some kind of deal was made. We don't know exactly what it is, but at some point, if the Shedeur keeps up this and stays looking like this moving forward, Deshaun, we gotta have this talk, because Dylan's starting to look better than you. Dylan completion percentage is better than Deshaun. Dylan is out here dropping dimes. He might be throwing interceptions with you, but Dylan out here looking better than you. So at some point, Deshaun gonna have to make up his mind and get better or get that clipboard. Which one do you want? You know what I'm saying? At some point, he gonna have to do it. If Ward can start, why Mendoza can't? Because Tennessee was a slightly better equipped team than the Raiders. The Raiders absolutely suck. They are awful. Garbage. Bad. And you stick Mendoza out there now, you gonna get him killed. That boy is out there making lies into believers. Ooh, you said something then, chicken. You said something when you said something then. The Raiders doing it the right way by not throwing their rookie quarterback into the fire. Cam almost got killed last year on the field. Yeah, Cam was running for his life all season. Mendoza can't do that. He is not athletic like Cam is. Cam was running for his life all season long. The last 5 games is where you really start to see Cam come along. But them first 12, oh my God, Cam. And yeah, he had some great passes during all those times. But for the most part, Cam was out there like Shedeur at Colorado. You got to get on your horse, my guy. You got to go get it. The NFL is playing politics with you. These shenanigans need to stop. The NFL ain't playing politics no more. Cleveland playing politics now. Jerry about to start holding up 2s instead of 4. Jerry gonna say that's just the peace sign. King Irvin with the $5 super chat. Sadly, I think the owner will start Watson for the first 4 games. Then Shedeur will take over the franchise. I keep telling y'all, Deshaun probably gonna get the start. I won't be surprised. Taylor Green out playing Watson with. We'll see if Coach Monk can change the reps after Chicago preseason game. They not putting Mendoza in. Mendoza go in that game. He just wait till preseason. You gonna see why Mendoza is not going to start. Cause it's even gonna show then. He ain't ready. The Raiders are what Cleveland was last season. The Raiders are what Cleveland has been the last 26 years. Horrible. They need to start tracking wide receiver drops because Jerry needs more pressure. Oh. You can't be the number 1 pick and not start. Raiders are scared. Yeah, you can be the number 1 pick and not start. He don't need to start. It's better for him not to start. It's better for him to be on the bench and watching and learning and growing. It's safer for him that way. Because if not, they put that boy out there on that field. It is not going to be a good look. I promise you. And everybody wants Shedeur to start. Everybody. Everybody and their mama. Because the media is even starting to change.
I've given Deshaun Watson all of the excuses possibly give him over these last 4 years, and he hasn't done anything for the Cleveland Browns on the field or off of it. So it is very hard for myself and a lot of, Shedeur's fans and the very passionate, crazy fans that Shedeur has out there to really understand what we're even doing in this competition, because you got a guy that fits the timeline of this roster. If he's a lottery ticket that if he hits and he's your quarterback, you're off to the races with all of these extra draft picks in 2027 and 2028. You could really beef up this team around him. I've given Deshaun Watson all of the excuses that I could possibly give him over these last 4 years, and he hasn't done anything for the Cleveland Browns on the field or off of it. So it is very hard for myself and a lot of, Shedeur's fans and the very passionate, crazy fans that Shedeur has out there to really understand, what we're even doing in this competition, because you got a guy that fits the timeline of.
All we know is the media is changing their mind slowly but surely on Shedeur and Deshaun and this quarterback battle. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So, who's up for the task? Who is up for the task of Shedeur just starting day one right now and letting it go? Because it makes no sense to continue. Let me play this Todd Monken joint so y'all can understand.
We're back on that Carson and Kuechly thing. We're comparing a little early to compare to Mike Evans, who is an absolute stud. Not only from his size, catch radius, ability to bend, get in and out of breaks, has an unbelievable competitive spirit to want to win. When I was with him, he never complained about balls coming his way. He knew they would come his way. And I loved coaching Mike Evans. I mean, he is a absolute stud and fun to be around. And Denzel has some of those attributes in terms of catch radius. I haven't seen it yet, the edge that Mike plays with. but he's still a rookie, so I wasn't there his first 2 years. But
That's Monk
I think
comparing Denzel Boston to
Guys you have on the roster around for, like, somebody's got to.
well, now we getting into all this.
What do they need to
media
keep
talk.
the 3 to 4 guys around for? Like, somebody's got to go, right?
Right. Although one of them might be a long-term backup,
Right.
or a potential starter in 2027 until a guy you draft, if you draft a guy, is ready to go.
Yeah. So yeah, you're bare minimum keeping. There's one guy in this roster
You're
that'll
keeping
hang
2 or
around.
3 guys.
Yeah.
You know.
So
I mean,
you go into 27, at bare minimum, one guy that's on the roster right now is going to be there.
I would agree with that.
So, and maybe that's Taylor Green, right? Like, maybe that's just the end all of it.
He's the guy I'd keep.
Yeah. You might keep 2 of them. Like, it might be Taylor Green. It might be, I mean, Shedeur plays well enough.
Could be Shedeur and
Yeah.
Taylor Green. It could be Dylan and Taylor Green.
It's just,
The only thing I would come close to betting on is that Deshaun won't be on the team next year.
yeah, I think we're relatively safe in that, right? He would have to win the starting job, play 18, weeks of football, 17 games worth of football, and play them tremendously well.
Yeah.
Just to even get put back on any kind of contract. Like, you have to be a playoff team, period. That is the bare minimum line of requirement to pass, is Deshaun gets you to playoff team. I would have to imagine it's better than just we snuck into the playoffs too.
No. And see, that's one of the biggest problems with the Cleveland media. They think they know everything. You don't know nothing. Y'all said Deshaun Watson wasn't gonna be on the roster. Y'all swore up and down that they were going to get a free agent quarterback. Everything that y'all have said on the radio has not taken place. Nothing. Y'all are so enamored with the class of 2027. But you said the quarterback was in 26. And then they only drafted Taylor Green. Now, you so sure that the quarterback is in 27. If I have said it a million times, I'm going to say it again. Cleveland, the ownership group, the general manager, the head coach, every last freaking one of them loves Shedeur Sanders. They know what he's capable of. I've said it a million times. If Shedeur does not get a full season this year, next year there will be no question, no doubt about it. He will be QB1 from game 1 to game 18. All of them. Every last one of them. Because they got to know. They want to see. They have to know. And that will just be year 3 of his contract. See, they can give him 2 years. They can draft a quarterback in 27 if they want to, if they feel like it. But I doubt it. Because probably by the end of this year, they're going to know what's up. But I don't know what the Cleveland media be thinking about. I don't know how they analyze the shit that we see, because we all get to see the same thing. Some of us just see it differently than others, and some of us wish it would happen differently than it's happening. Like, some of them don't want Shedeur to be out there dropping them dimes off. They want him out there sucking, so there is no doubt. They want the team to be so bad that they lose almost every game so they can get a top draft pick. But understand me, just because you get a top draft pick don't mean you're going to get a good player. Don't mean you're going to get a good quarterback. They paying Mendoza $57.6 million. He's not starting. That is correct. He is not starting. He gonna have to hold the clipboard. So Cleveland just need to get rid of, oh yeah, number 4 is number 1. Number 4 is no. Yeah, he is no 1. This is a learning session for the Cleveland media. They are learning that they don't know what the hell they're talking about. They are learning that Shedeur is what was advertised for him to be coming out of college. But everybody, what got the Cleveland media off was all of the hype surrounding Shedeur, was all of the so-called media presence, the Deion Sanders. It was everything else but football. He's only played for his dad. He's never played for a different coach, but he's had 5-6 different offensive coordinators in his college career. His dad wasn't the only person he talked to while he was playing football. His dad wasn't the only coach he's had while his dad wasn't his head coach in high school. His dad was his offensive coordinator in high school. People don't understand the dynamic of what Shedeur is and what he came from and what he has delivered upon everywhere he went. The problem with the Cleveland media is they did not watch the tape. They did not do their investigation. They just took whatever the headline was, and that was their story. It was the Shedeur Sanders hype. It was the Colorado hype. It was the Deion Sanders hype. It was all the stuff that they've heard people say throughout the years about Coach Prime, just selfish. His son, selfish. They don't care nothing about the cameras, but the cameras and the people watching. They don't worry about the football game. Deion Sanders got his job. He didn't work his way up. He just went from an ordinary guy to a head coach. That was the problem. Nobody watched the tape. Nobody did their job when it came to Shedeur Sanders. Even Mary Kay was out in Cleveland, out in Colorado on Shedeur's pro day. Was there. Saw it all. But when she got her information from Kevin Stefanski and his staff, she didn't take the time to say, what you telling me don't line up with what I've seen. It don't line up with what I know. It don't line up with all the things that I've read, heard, investigated, and watched on film. None of that adds up. Just like the NFL trying to tell us about the meetings he had doing none of that adds up. Because all of that is out of his character. Every time. And that's been the problem since Shedeur has been in Cleveland. Nobody did the work. We know Jason Lloyd ain't did no work because he's still saying the same shit he was saying when he got there. We know Zach Jackson ain't did no work because he just simply thinks that they both suck. I've seen Deshaun Watson. I've seen Shedeur Sanders. All they do is roll out. Shedeur just drops back out of pack. He throws too many interceptions. He takes too many sacks. All that ain't even there no more. But they still saying the same thing. That's how you know ain't nobody doing their job. When the information changes, your opinion should change. And the fact that the information has changed and their opinions are still the same, then ain't nobody doing no work. Shedeur Sanders is miles away from what he was last season as a player right now. But yet and still, I gotta see it. Shedeur is that guy. All the haters is about to stop. No, it ain't. The hate ain't gonna stop. They ain't going nowhere. Have you guys noticed Coach Munkins has purposely placed KC and Boston to work with Shedeur? Yeah, I said that earlier. When Shedeur is with the twos, guess where Boston and Concepcion at? With the twos. When Shedeur is with the ones, KC, you and Denzel, get your behinds over there with Shedeur. That's all I keep telling y'all. Just pay attention. They telling you who they like, but nobody's paying attention. I can appreciate these ex-players doing breakdowns, but it's harder when it's being done by a high caliber player. These ex-players, especially people like Chase Daniels and others that do Shedeur breakdowns. Chase Daniels is somewhat of a fence rider. And usually quarterbacks that are not that great are second tier quarterbacks, lifetime backup quarterback. They know the game very, very well. They just wasn't able to execute at a high rate. You see what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? Chase Daniels wasn't a great quarterback when it comes to executing on the field. But as far as knowing the game, understanding the game, and being able to articulate how the plays are drawn up and how things should be played out on the field, he's good for that. National media changing the narrative faster than Cleveland media. Oh, the national media finna ride Shedeur coattails like it ain't. Boy, ESPN, Fox, Yahoo, everybody. The Shedeur wagon, the back of the bus, the emergency exit open because everybody trying to jump in. Love seeing Tony Brown there supporting Shedeur, yeah. And see, that's something else Coach Prime talked about when he did his interview with Dukes. Shedeur shrunk that circle, got true people around him that he can trust, that he feels like he can trust the people, like Tony Brown, like Studs. You know, it's a small amount of people that are around Shedeur that he doing the doggone thing. And you can't be mad at it. Because with success comes a lot of hate. You know, the more successful you become, the more people hate you for being successful. And the more people try to ruin your success. Somebody else just acknowledge the same thing that I said. I want y'all to see this. Let me blow this up so we can get a little bigger. So we can this right here. Shedeur Sanders joined a 4-8 Jackson State football program. They went 12-0 by year 2. Shedeur Sanders joined a 1-11 Colorado football team. They went 9-3 by year 2. Shedeur Sanders joined a 3-14 Cleveland Browns team. What's next to come by year 2? That's all I'm saying. I'm saying the same shit. Year 2. Yeah, y'all better watch out. Ooh, year 2, he that boy. Yeah, I get it. Chase has a high football IQ, but like you said, he's a fence rider. Yeah. Florida, his cousin, and Stud, who played at JSU. Oh, Florida keep him together. He makes sure he stay ready. You got to keep that body in shape because we putting in work out here. We doing the doggone thing. He is doing the doggone thing. All right, we got to get out of here. We got to go do some work. I got to go make some videos. And I got to go to practice first. Football practice starts in 30 minutes. I'm going to get out of here. I appreciate y'all. Y'all make sure y'all do your boy a solid. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to leave your comments in the comment section. But anyway, make sure you subscribe, damn it. We trying to get to 25,000 subscribers. We ain't got there yet. But anyway, I'm going to holler at y'all. Appreciate y'all for hanging out. We might do it again tomorrow. Hell, we might make it a daily adventure. Who knows? But anyway, I'm going to holler at y'all. We out of here. Peace out.